Well, I can't believe I'm just now doing this video. After 370 some odd videos, I haven't done this before. Since I'm in the middle of this new series called Coin Collecting Basics, there's no other basic thing to talk about than mint marks. What are those funky little letters underneath the date of your coins? That's a great question. I get it a lot. And it's with these very marks that determine a few things. Where the coin is made. Is there any rarity associated with a coin? There are certain mint mark date combinations that are worth more than the others. So we're going to start out with the first one here. This is a standard Washington quarter. It's got two dates on there because it is a bicentennial. What you'll notice on this one is the date, there is no mint mark anywhere on the coin, on the reverse, or on the front, or the obverse of the coin. Customarily on these coins, there would be a letter P right over here. The mint started putting the letter P as a Philadelphia minted coin back in 1980. Do you believe that? 1980 is when they first started implementing the letter P on their coins. Before that time, the mint put no mint mark on any of their coins that were produced in Philadelphia. Ain't that a thought? So, if you come across coins with no mint marks whatsoever, 99.9% of the time it is a Philadelphia minted coin. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that they just celebrated their 225th anniversary as of this year? In fact, the Lincoln pennies, they finally put a P Philadelphia mint mark on them this year. And they're a runaway success. People are looking for them left and right. We're already halfway through the year, and people are scooping them up, and they're going to hoard the you-know-what out of them. But this coin right here is Philadelphia minted. That's a modern quarter. It's not a state or a national park quarter. Those will have the letter P on them. Here's an earlier silver quarter, 1964. Again, no mint mark. On these ones, the mint mark would be underneath the wreath, the eagle. All right. No mint mark on the front to speak of, which would indicate that this is a Philadelphia minted item. All right, there are a lot of key dates that were produced in Philadelphia. One that comes to mind is, let's see, 1921 Walking Liberty half dollar, worth pretty good money. Nice grades. They could be worth upwards of $10,000, $15,000. All right, so the next mint that we're going to talk about, if you hear dogs in the background, never mind them. They're neighbor dogs, The next mint mark that we're going to look at is the letter D, as designated by this Kennedy half dollar. Very much a modern coin, the letter D. Let's see if we could get a little close-up action here. There. You guys see that letter D? The letter D stands for Denver. This one was minted at the Denver Mint. They started minting coins as early as some of the early Barbour pieces that started in the mid-1900s, like 1906, 1907. Don't hold me to that, but it's right around that era, plus or minus 5 years. So they're a relatively new mint. They've produced a myriad of coins from the Barbour series, Walking Liberty, Mercury Dimes, all the way up till the new stuff. And they've also produced gold coinage. All right. But we're going to there are other gold coins with a D mint mark that were produced in the 1800s. We'll get to that here soon. I don't have any examples, but we're going to talk about it. So that's a D minted Kennedy half dollar. Here is an early Barbour dime, a 1912, with a D. And this one is right underneath the wreath. See that letter D? Pretty cool. So that's another Denver minted coin right there for you. All right, so this next one is really cool. I've always thought this mint was really cool when you come across it, especially in the pennies. Here's a 1954 Washington quarter. On the reverse, you tell me what letter you see. It's a tiny letter S, isn't it? So the little letter S stands for San Francisco. They've been around for a while, since about the Civil War times. And they are fantastic coins. There's a lot of key dates that have popped up with an S mint mark. A few notables are the 1909 S VDB Lincoln Cent. That's a great example of an early S coin that's worth a lot of money. There's just a mystique about San Francisco minted coins that people love. The 1969 S Double Die Lincoln Cent is another fantastic marquee type coin produced from what we would typically call a more exclusive mint. These days, they produce our proof coinage, for the most part. So that's an S minted Washington quarter. I also have another Barbour dime for you. Okay, it's a 1916 S. You can see the little letter S underneath the wreath right there. So that's a San Francisco minted item as well. And I also have one more here for you. How about a 31S Mercury dime? It grades out at about VG, and this is a semi-key dated coin. On this one, the tiny little S is going to be right here at the 630-ish position on the back of the coin, right next to the fascies of the reverse. All right. So we've covered Philadelphia, we've covered San Francisco, and we've covered Denver. You've seen this coin before. It's a 1884 O. Now, it doesn't seem like the coin was minted in New Orleans, but it really has. You know, why would they use an O mint mark when they could have used an N? Well, some people, they call it Orleans back in the day. A long time ago. Morgan silver dollars are one of the top produced coins from the New Orleans Mint. They don't exist anymore. They were in the middle of the Civil War. They got taken over by the Confederates at one point, you know. The letter O on this one is on the reverse. Same position as most other coins of this earlier date, and it's underneath the wreath. Let's see if we get a little bit closer so you can see it for yourself. There you go. How's that? A little better. That letter O right there. New Orleans minted coins are one of my favorites. Okay, not only are they plentiful, but they're inexpensive. So if you want an example of a coin from the New Orleans Mint that they don't produce anymore, Morgan dollars are a fantastic choice. Another great choice are some of the Barbour coins as well from like the 1800s. They're inexpensive. So I don't have examples of some of the other mint marks. For example, West Point would be a W. That's going to be on like special strike type coins. There's a few proof American Silver Eagles, some modern commemoratives that would have a W mint mark. Usually you won't see those in circulation. You might, however, find a 1996 W Roosevelt dime. They were included in the mint set during that time, and a few of them have made its way into circulation at one point. Another one, and I've alluded to before, was a letter D. Okay? We had the Denver Mint that started producing coins in the 1905, 1910 area. There was also another D-minted coin that's largely on the gold series in the mid-1800s. And that's from the Dahlonega Mint. That's in Georgia. They were long gone. I think the mint had burned down a long time ago. They were very short-lived and lasted probably about 12, 15 years. The coins are extremely and prohibitively rare. If you're able to find one for melt, I would buy it because, you're going to make a ton of money that way. Another one that's my perennial favorite is Carson City. Any one of the Morgan dollars you come across, with a double letter C in that same spot where that O was would designate a Carson City. There's nothing more American and more Western than Carson City minted coins. And they also made Carson City minted coins in dimes, quarters, the seeded stuff, gold, gold $20 pieces, for example. There'd be some Carson Cities in there. And there is one more mint that struck exclusively gold stuff, and that's the Charlotte Mint. They're long gone. Again, just like the Dahlonega Mint items, they are extremely collectible and extremely expensive. They're like popular right now between them and the Dahlonega stuff. So that pretty much wraps up all of the mint marks. Hopefully I didn't confuse any of you. If you're going to look at any 3 mint marks, that's going to be in circulation today. It's going to be Philadelphia. That it's either designated by a letter P around the date or no mint mark at all. A D for Denver. That'd be another modern one you'll come across a lot. You'll typically see those coins west of the Mississippi. I live here in California. I see Denver minted coins all day till my face turns blue. And San Francisco. I come across a lot of San Francisco cents, pennies. On occasion, I'll find a proof coin in coin rolls. So that covers mint marks. Hopefully it was as equally stimulating and educational for you as it was for me. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment below. Either myself or someone who's also knowledgeable in coins will answer for you. I have a lot of supporters in that fashion. So thank you again for watching. And you guys have a fantastic evening. Take care.